Greetings and welcome to another video. Yep, it's a different intro today. No music on the intro, people. Something happened and it wasn't good. No, it was not good at all. Let me wait a minute, let me hold on. I'm still here. Right. All right. Um okay, wait, I need to fix my stuff. Hold on. There we go. I'm a bit oh wow. Okay. Oh, well, not that was not good. What just happened? I let me uh wow. What am I doing? Auto respond and um go to unavailable so I won't get distracted by items. Okay. So, you know, dating agency, right? Yeah. Well, there was this person, this guy, and he didn't have a board up or anything, but he liked my board and said he read my note card and I IM'd me a couple of times and I was like, well, I gave him the, opportunity, whatever. So yesterday I was on a sim and I was like, hey, when I hang out, he come over, he hung out, and then I went to my favorite club and we hung out and stuff and we spoke on voice as well, and it was like, yeah, oh, all right then. We have a lot of things in common, like um views and just like your basic things you want to have in common with people. Uh, so, the topic came up about land, right? And he said that he would never live on mainland again. And I was like, well, why? And he told me these one or two experiences where, one he got like scammed or whatever, and then one that where a Linden had told him that he couldn't live uh, at a certain height in the sky, that he had to bring it down. I don't know, but I found that kind of strange personally. But I didn't say anything. And then, you know, uh, this is so unbelievable. I can't believe I'm doing a video on this, but wow. Uh, wow. Anyway, so um, I will get my thoughts together in a moment. Um, yeah, so, and I was talking about how different and varied, mainland is, because he had said, well, I don't want to, live, somewhere, like Blake Sea and sail. I don't even own a boat and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, mainland is varied and different. There's mountains, there's, like, you can live, close to a volcano. There's all these different continents and all this stuff. And when he proceeded to tell me that there was no continents. And I was like, well, there are, and I named off all the continents, and in his voice he was getting very, very agitated, very heated. Like I could hear the the hotness coming off his words, and his voice was jittery because of the anger it was I heard it all. Like, and he was getting really excited and he was like banging on the keyboard and I'm like, "Why don't you just do a search for Second Life continents?" And he did, and he read it, read it to me what it says, where it explains the continents and stuff. And I said, "See, I wasn't making up the continents." But anyway, and and I went quiet because I didn't feel the need to say anything else. He said, "Oh, well, it seems like you're the one that's annoyed now." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And then he just lost it and said, "Well, I don't like that you were trying to change my mind and yada 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 and all this stuff." Now I'm like, "But I wasn't trying to change anything. I was just trying to tell you about, mainland and, explain it to you. I love mainland and all, and everything." And 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 he is like, "Well, you have a good second life, you probably don't want to talk to me anymore." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't say that at all." No. And he was like, "Well, uh, I'm done." And I'm like, "Wait, what did I do?" And then, yeah, he like hung up on me and removed himself from my list. What? And man, wow. Eh, Uh, and previously the same guy was telling me, how hard and how difficult it has been for him to like, with like relationships and stuff. I think I know why. I think I know why. Maybe some anger issues going on there, but uh wow. I mean, that's what happened. That is what happened. Um I mean, when he spoke more about mainland, like, oh, people have, ugly stuff, and it's the normal hang-ups that some people have about mainland. And I'm like, "Well, you can de-render that." He is like, "Oh, so I have to cam around and de-render each individual thing and da 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 da." I'm like, "No, you can, de-render it all in one fell swoop." And it was just like, absolutely at no point did anything that I offered in a positive way or different options, it made any difference to his already made up angry mind. Uh, and wow, I ah, these are the types of encounters that introverted people like me, or uh, anxiety-ridden people, like me, uh, don't need to have. Um, it's very off-putting. And the only reason why I'm saying all this in a video is because uh, I know if I actually talk to somebody about it in world, well, I don't want to bother anybody, but it's my channel, my time. I can say what I want on here, so I'm not feeling obligated. But now I'm just rambling because I'm upset. Um, I don't understand how he felt insecure. I think he was more insecure. I think the problem was that he was insecure, Maybe he felt that I was talking down to him, which I wasn't. I mean, I was saying things in my playful, oh, come on, playful voice. Um, but wow. Wow. And obviously, I guess, well, let me make sure now. Maybe he didn't read that part in my profile. Mainland advocate. Hello. I'm going to know what I'm talking about when it comes to mainland. Hello. But he thought I made the continent thing up. And then he was like, what I see is a grid. At that point, I just didn't say anything else. You know, he said that I was getting the continents confused. He's like, there's continents on Earth, not on Second Life. And I was just like, just Google it, man. You know? But I I- I'm shocked because it happened so quickly, and he was in no he was not prepared to, resolve or come to a solution or uh just and and that is not a way that, well, any person, especially a man, should be. I mean, just what? Uh, I'm gonna go with the age thing here because there was an age difference of about 8, 10 years or something. Um, Now, looking back, I think there were a couple of red flags of being really he he seemed to be rather downhearted and negative. The type that says, something that happened to them that they didn't like, and then they say, but that's okay, when really it's not okay. But I just, put it down to him being, just maybe kind of a grumpy type of person, you know. Well, no, it's an angry type of person. Um, wow. But well, yeah, I'm not really sure what to. I mean, am I gonna, I am him and be like, hey, let's talk? No, I'm not gonna do that. Nope, I'm not. I'm not. Um, well, there's really nothing I can do at this point. The only thing I could do is like analyze and try to figure out the situation and try to understand it and all that. But I think it's pointless and a lost cause. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel ashamed. I don't feel bad or anything like that because the only thing I was doing was just like explaining things. Wasn't trying to pressure him into anything or, changing changing the way that he thought. Just like, look, I'm just giving you options. I'm just letting you know the facts. SL continents is a real thing. There are continents in SL. Google it. And then I guess, when he saw that I wasn't talking out of my ass, that I knew what I was talking about, then yeah, that's when he just, you know, put his tail between his legs and ran home. So, but damn, damn. I don't even cuss much on my channel, but damn, that's some shit. That is some straight up shit. Uh. And his avatar was really handsome, like, oh, nicely done, artistically adorned. It goes to show you people, just because it looks good doesn't mean that it's good for you. Ugh. Well, that's it. I just wanted to, vent and put all that out there. Um, wow. I think that's one of the worst encounters I've had in a long, long time, actually. Yeah, like over a year now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to say, like, oh, if this happened instead, that would have been better, and it still be like a bad situation. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah. So, uh, what to take from this? Don't encounter angry sounding people, whether they're male, female, or whatever else, furry, whatever else. It doesn't matter. In Second Life, when they're on voice, and if they sound angry, if they sound anything but uh, sane in a typical conversation, hang up, move on. Just, I don't know, but stay away from the angry sounding males. Because if you say apparently something quite trivial and innocent and, just it is what it is, then major butt hurtness going on there. Well, anyway. All right, well, that's it. I just ranted. I expect the dislikes to roll on in, and that's great. But you know what? I feel a whole lot better for getting that shit off my chest. Alrighty then. See you in the next video. Bye.